Hey everyone, I hope you're doing great. We're going to be doing some live oracle readings here on Facebook, and actually, we're going to be streaming over to YouTube as well. So, if you are joining us live, I would love to know. Tell us in the comments. I'm going to be pulling some cards for everybody, and you'll find this live feed right at the very top of my Facebook page. So if you're looking for it, or you see other people looking for it, you can kind of direct them and say, "Hey, it's here. It's up here." We'll put it in the saved or the featured area at the top of the page. But hello, happy July. I think it's a great time to really reflect on our energy from where we've been to where we're going. So we're going to pull some cards around it. I also have a new podcast episode coming out next week about messages about the last 6 months and the 6 months coming up. So stay tuned for that next week. This week, we've had a podcast episode on all the number patterns and the meanings of the number patterns. But today we're doing live oracle readings. So if you're here, let us know. So hello, Faye. Good to see you. Hello, Kay Cannon. Good to see you. We're going to be asking and picking randomly for people if they want messages. And we're doing this in celebration of the Messenger of Spirit Oracle deck. And we have 10% off through Saturday the 15th. And how you do that is you use a code. So I'm going to give you that code. And the code is July Save 10. And if you haven't gotten your deck or you want another deck, you can go to messengerofspirit.com/order to get your deck. And it's kind of like a Christmas in July thing because we're halfway through the year. I know we always do something for the holidays. And I'm like, a lot of people right now, halfway through the year, like, ugh, things are a little heavy. I feel like I need more clarity. So we wanted to do something special to give you tools to help you clarify your intuition. So this is why we've got our 10% off going on right now. And I'm going to be pulling some cards. So if you do want a card, I'd love for you to tell me yes in the comments. And I'm going to be going through and just kind of intuitively picking who needs a card. But before we get to that, I'm going to pull some cards for all of us and see what Spirit wants to share right now. So this is going to be for everybody as I'm waiting for your comment to come through. If you want a card, you can just say yes. And so I'm just asking Spirit, and we already have one flipping out. So we know that that one is coming from Spirit. What Spirit wants to share with all of us. And by the way, if you're brand new to cards or you want to know how to work with your cards in your spirit guides at the same time, this deck comes with a bonus training. So you feel like you're covered. You don't have to start at square one. And when you do get the deck, you also get a booklet that'll give you different spreads and give you instructions on how to use the cards too. So you've got a video training. You've got this, and you've got some extra bonus resources. So the card that just flew out, I think we all need to know this right now. You're supported. Divine intervention is at play. So you see it's got a 32. I always like to add that up to a 5. 5 means big changes are coming. And this is that you're supported. We've got you. You might not be able to see what's around the bend. You might not know how it's going to work out. You might feel like everything has hit the fan and you're like, WTF, what's going on? You're supported. Divine intervention's at play. Spirit is stopping you. Spirit is halting you. Spirit is redirecting you. Spirit is showing you the way. There's a change that's happening. And one of the best things we can do is surrender. And this next card is the card of air. Stop overthinking and start communicating. So if you've been in your head too much, thinking, what am I supposed to do? What is the right next step? Like, where is it? Maybe you feel like you're blocked. Stop thinking and just start writing things down. Start expressing yourself. Just start letting it flow instead of kind of thinking and I've got to get it perfect before I actually express myself. I got a little tickle in my throat. Hold on. Water is important as I'm talking about expressing myself, right? And so it's important that you express. You just express instead of thinking before you do it. This next card is the alone time, the empath. So this is like, I need to be by myself. I need to chill out. I need to recharge. And it comes with a number 22. which you might be seeing 222. We have a podcast episode about it this week, all about number patterns. I am not surprised this showed up. So recharge your energy. And then last card is the butterfly, break through your limits. So you might feel like, oh my gosh, I don't exactly know what to do. I feel kind of constricted. And Spirit saying, you're in a place where you're going to be experiencing new opportunities coming through. New opportunities are coming for you, but you've got to break through your limits and you've got to expand. Expansion does not feel good sometimes. We feel like we're being stretched to our limits. We're feeling very uncomfortable. We're kind of tasked to see and feel different thought patterns and perceptions that we did not perceive before. We will be reflecting and looking at ourselves in different ways. Know that all the things that you did not think possible are possible. And that's just what came through. So let's see who wants a card. First person that I'm seeing here is Steve. So I'm going to randomly kind of go through the scroll and just intuitively kind of go to names and just see what happens, right? This from Spirit. So Steve, you're going to get a card today, Steve McCann. And your card is clear your mind. You're blocking what you need to receive. A lot of people hate this card. They're like, I don't like this card. Give me another card. Well, I can't give you another card because it's about change. And this is, you can be blocking what you're trying to receive. So you might have an issue with receiving as far as in general. If somebody gives you something, do you feel bad? If somebody gives you a compliment, do you feel bad? Also, are you feeling like it's hard to receive your intuitive messages? And if that's the case, one of the things is purging your energy, releasing your energy. And sometimes we're blocking our intuitive messages because we feel like we're afraid of our own power. We're afraid of the actual answers. Who knows? There's a lot of different reasons why we can block our intuition. And so this is work on clearing your mind, work on rest, and working on receiving. Okay, let's see. Jackie Perez. Thank you. You just used the deck. You love it. Great. I hope you won a card because you commented and that's where I was drawn. So I'm going to pull a card for you, Jackie. All right. Your card is one we've already seen. You can't make this stuff up. This is air. Stop overthinking and start communicating. So I think there's an idea or inspiration Spirit's been giving you. It's time to act on it. You've got to do it. You can't put it off anymore. Just start doing it. So that's the message coming in there for you, Jackie. And thank you. I'm glad that you love the deck. All right, Faye Richard. Faye, I'm drawn to your name, but I don't see a yes, but I saw that you commented. So just let you know, if you commented, you're going to be in this pool of people that I'm going to pick. All right, so Faye, I'm going to give you a card. You might have said yes in some other comment, but the comment I'm drawn to is not the one that says yes, but I'm going to give you a message anyway. It's the card of the doorkeeper. Discernment is key. And it's time to decide who gets access to you. Boundaries for you. So it's time to say no. It's time to look at your schedule. It's time to make sure that you are holding space for yourself and not just everybody else. And who gets access to you? The people that are good for you, not the people that are draining your energy anymore. It's time to shift a little bit of your energy inward so that you're focusing on yourself. Another message I get with you, Faye, put yourself first. Okay, let's see who else we have here. We have Sherry McFall, Paramore. So I'm going to pull a card for you here, Sherry. Nice card to have. Open door, say yes to new opportunities. It is time for you to open up and say yes, not saying no. So interesting. The card we had before was like saying no to people. Not you. This is, I need to say yes to aligned opportunities. Now, this doesn't mean you're saying yes to people, but aligned opportunities that are presented by people or aligned opportunities that you have. Sometimes we are not open, or we feel like we're too closed down, or we have to conserve our energy even more. And it's time to get out there. It's time to say yes. It's time for a shift. It's time for a change. Okay. Hey, everybody. Renee Hendricks, drawn to you next. So you're going to get a card here. I love what Jackie says. Thank you so much. Makes so much sense. I received kind of the same thing with the cards, right? You can't make this stuff up. And the cards that I drew for everybody oftentimes show up again and again. Okay, Renee, Ascended Masters. You're ascending towards your higher calling. The energy can be really intense. And it comes with a number 31. So that might mean something to you as well. But interesting enough, when I see 333, I think of Ascended Masters. But this is, you're ascending towards your higher calling. The energy can feel really intense as you're moving to a new level. So this is probably that place of, I'm looking around like I have a rubber band, but you're stretched to capacity, or you're stretching your energy and you're kind of moving out of your shell. And so sometimes that feels really uncomfortable, and it feels like a lot of things are happening. You might feel some stress happening, some things to mold you and change you and to move into the next vibration. But know that whatever these things are, you are shifting and moving to a vibration. And when you do that, you have to let go of old things that no longer serve you. This card fell out for you too, Renee, so I'm going to include it. Not the one I picked, but when I was shuffling it, came out. And this is the card of the Earth. You're building a firm foundation. Pay attention to the details. So the path that you're on, good path. You're ascending. It just might feel a little right now. Melanie Barron, I somehow tried to combine your first and last name, but it's Melanie Barron. So I'm going to pull a card for you, Melanie. Good evening, Ottilia. I love your name. This is for Melanie Barron. Can't make this up. The Earth card, we just pulled it. There's themes here. When we all come together collectively, there's themes. You're building a firm foundation. Pay attention to the details. So pay attention to the details. Pay attention to what you're doing and what effort you're putting in. Sometimes we want to see the higher picture. We want to kind of take a step back, which is good. We need that sometimes. Sometimes we got to buckle down and pay attention to the details. And that's really what Spirit's saying is, all right, you've got your vision, time for the groundwork, time to actually do the things and plow, your path. So it's like, I've got to actually take the action steps on the path for that foundation. So if you're wanting something, you want to manifest something, whatever the goal is for you, okay, I can say that to my spirit guides, but I actually have to do the thing. So if you want to change your job, I got to look for new jobs. If I want to create a new offer in my business, I got to kind of buckle down and get all the details written out. That kind of stuff is what Spirit's telling. Okay, I'm going to go to Ottilia because I was drawn to you as I was pulling that last card. So Ottilia, I hope I'm saying your name right. I love the way it's spelled. Your card, career. It's time to pivot, align your career with your purpose. Ding, ding, time. So I feel like, let's go. This is a pivot coming for you. This is something in what you need to be doing with your purpose and career. Now, if you're someone that's like, well, I don't know about my career, this means you're going to start something new where it's time for you to align your purpose with it. It's like, I need to be pivoting. Now, maybe you're saying, well, Whitney, I already have, my purpose aligned with my career. Well, that means something's changing. Heck, I've been in business for 13 years. It has evolved and shifted and changed as the time has grown. So what you're doing inside of the business can look very different as well. All right. Emily Lowell Smith. Emily Lowell Smith. I hope I'm saying your name right. The middle name. Okay, let's get a card for you. This is a nice one. Synchronicity, destiny. You're on the right path. Everything is coming together. It's like, no worries. You're getting signs. I feel like the puzzle pieces are not all in place yet for you, but they're coming. And these feathers in the picture here, those are signs. But to me, it's like the puzzle pieces are falling like Tetris. They just need to be rearranged and put in the complete pie. So you've got everything. But this is a really good card. Like, you're on the right path. You're good to go. Okay. I'm going to pull a card for Kay Cannon. Next level. Think big, you're moving to the next level. So when you're moving to the next level, it is a little bit of a climb. It also reminds me of the card of Ascended Masters. When you're going to the next level, sometimes we're like, oh my gosh, it's not all rainbows and roses, WTF. Like I thought I was going to be dancing into my next level. Wee, this feels so good. No, not necessarily. Relationships can change, your career can change, and things like that. However, whatever's going on, know that you are moving to that next level and this is all good for you. Like it's happening for you, not happening against you. So when things do change or you feel like things are not working out the way that you wanted them to work out, know that it's happening for the next level. This is also the card of releasing things that no longer support your energy because you're moving to a new vibration. And the last thing I want to say about that is think bigger. I feel like your energy is getting bigger. You got to think bigger for that too. Okay. Who else do we have here? Cassandra. I don't know how to say your middle name, Ornelas Gutierrez. So I hope that I did okay on that. All right, Cassandra. Clarity. Prepare to make a decision. Clarity is right around the corner. So funny enough, right before this call, I have a group. So my students who work with me in 4 intuitive languages, if they want a higher level of support, they get into my program, Aligned Spiritual Mentorship, where we do weekly things and we have themes every month. And one of the months I'm working on is finding clarity. I just was talking all about clarity right before this live. So prepare to make a decision. Clarity is right around the corner. It reminds me of the cloud that, is over the sun, where it's like, I just don't know the thing. I just don't know the right answer. What is it going to be? And then finally the cloud moves and everything's shiny. So you're getting up like you're on a precipice. So just know that clarity is coming around and prepare to make a decision. I feel that way when I know something's coming. I think you probably feel that too, right? When we're intuitive, we'll feel like something's on the horizon. I don't know what it is, but something's going to be shifting and changing for me. And so what I need to be doing right now is to prepare. So for me, there's an opportunity, and this is intuitive, of a potential move. My ego, my brain is not aligned with it. However, it's a message. So I'm like, all right, I'm preparing. I'm kind of marinating in that just to see how I would feel if the opportunity comes about. I might make some decisions on cleaning things in my house and that kind of stuff. Okay. Hedwig, good to see you here. Let's pull a card for you, Hedwig. All right. One almost fell out, but it did not. So here we go. Ooh, I think you're going to have 2 cards. Ascended Masters, I'm not surprised, right? We already talked about this card, but you're ascending towards a higher level and the energy can feel intense. And complete your unfinished business. So these cards go together. You can even see the color pattern, the purples, all very spiritual. And I feel like you're doing a lot of spiritual work. So the past lives card, it feels like there's some things in this lifetime that you need to kind of shift. And it feels like it's right now, so that you can move to that next level. So whatever it is that you kind of agreed to incarnate to learn, whatever lesson that you're learning right now, whether it be a relationship or a lesson which is you and your purpose, it's like, I gotta attend to that. I can't ignore that. I've got to complete my unfinished business. But in general, what I get is you're here in this lifetime to complete what you didn't complete in a previous lifetime. Now, I know we all might be thinking, well, isn't that the truth for all the lifetimes? Yeah, kind of, but this feels like a mission. This feels like, I'm here to live my purpose. And if I don't live it this lifetime, I'm going to just keep coming back until I live it again. And it feels like it's something around on that aspect of it, Hedwig. Okay. Stacy Wade. And the downside about doing readings is that I don't remember who I'm reading. So I'm going to ask Spirit to help us out. Hopefully I haven't already given you a card, Stacy, but if I have, you get another bonus card. Inspired action, right? So it's like, I don't need to be doing action just for action's sake. I need to be taking action when I feel intuitively inspired and that I need to go do that thing. So this is the inspired action card. Take action now but only when it feels like this is what I'm supposed to take. So sometimes people get confused, like, well, wait a minute, I don't know the action to take. Well, if you don't feel the action to take, then don't do it. I'm talking about when you feel like, I got to go for a walk, or I got to go research this, or I got to go call my friend. Whatever it is, take that inspired action. And when you get those ideas that come in from spirit around business and career, your home life, creative things, projects, just go do the thing instead of thinking about it. All right, Meg O'Connor, let's pull a card for you. Root chakra, ground into the earth, be present in your body. It's time to work on that root chakra. So really getting clear into the earth, clear into who you are, and clear into your mission. And it feels like working into the root. And also what I'm hearing is I feel like you need to clear some stuff in the root chakra too, like clearing old things, family tree stuff, like old kind of things, resentments, or just stuff that feels kind of like, oh, whether it's this lifetime or previous lifetimes, it feels a lot of familial to me, where you just need to clear some stuff out. Okay, let's see. Tina Weefer, I'm pretty sure your name is Weefer because I remember we did this call before and you told me what it rhymes with. So I'm going to pull a card for you, Tina. Career. It's time to pivot and align your career with your purpose. So it's time to do it. If you've been thinking about doing it and you haven't, it's time to do it. And this can be something like, your own business where you need to pivot, or this can be something where you're just not doing anything and you feel like you need to do something, or it can be, I'm in an unaligned place and I need to do something where I feel truly, truly aligned. Right. Ashley Fry, you are next. Oh, one's fallen out, but I feel like you need another one. Okay, the one that fell out is the focus on your health, choose it above all else. So I feel like you've got a healing guide around you that's really talking about your health, your healing. This can be physical healing, can be mental, emotional, and spiritual healing. But also the card that came out that I pulled is it's time for self-care. And this really goes hand in hand, right? This really feels like it's important for you to focus on you and your specific healing abilities. And for yourself, not necessarily for others, but for yourself. Like it's time to do those things. Okay. All right, Pippa, let's do this. Let's do a card for you, Pippa. I love that name. I love seeing everyone's names. They're so fun. Okay, Pippa. You're going to get 2 cards. First card was similar to Meg's, ground into the earth, be present in your body. Really, it feels a lot of like physical health. I'm going to ground, be present with me. How does my body feel? I feel like your body is super intuitive. And then your purpose is being revealed. So I feel like there's a shift and a change happening for you where you are kind of aligning, shifting. And I feel like there's going to be a new phase of purpose for you where you're going to be doing something else. And I also wanted to tell you that a lot of like earthy energy came up for me around you. And it's more like health and wellness stuff. And I feel like you're going to find different tools, new tools to kind of help you with health and wellness, where it affects energy in a positive way, but also health in a positive way. And I can't quite see what it is other than tools. And one of the examples is kind of like essential oils, but it feels like there's a tool that's going to be helping you with health and wellness. And you might even decide to do this in your purpose and helping other people because you love that so much. All right, our YouTube crowd, Louise Jackson, hello. I'm going to pull a card for you. All right, Louise, allow it to flow. Let that ish go. I'm saving my 4-letter words so that Facebook doesn't kick me off here, but you can read it right here. Allow it to flow, let it go. Feels like there's a lot of things that need to be cleared. And I when I see water, a lot of the emotional things come up for me. So it's like I need to cry, I need to let it out, I need to let it clear. It's like get out. I need to like purge. So allow things to flow. And I also wanted to say, because Spirit's kind of showing me like white knuckles, when you're holding on to things way too much, things don't work. So a big message here too is let it go, like let go of the reins and just allow things to kind of flow and fly and just be what they are. Okay, I'm going to do a couple more and we'll end here around 1:30. So before I pull some others, again, if you've not gotten your deck, you can get 10% off between now and Saturday. It ends on the 15th. And you just go to messengerspirit.com/order and you need to type in a coupon code of save or July save 10. Excuse me. It's on the page. So July save 10. Okay. Deidre. Let's pull a card for you, Deidre. Hello. I hope you're doing good. All right. So Deidre, another card that we've already seen today is air. Stop overthinking and start communicating. I feel like this is readings. It's like you need to be doing readings. Like stop talking about it, thinking about it, just do the thing. So it feels like that's really important for you to do. And I feel like that's it. That's all they had to say. Doop, we're done. Like they wanted to just give you the message. I see that Faye, you said, did you miss your card reading? If you did miss it, you will just need to watch the replay and you can watch from the very first part of when we started as soon as we end our live here. All right, let me see where else we're going here today. Catherine Black, I'd like to do a card for you. That's where I feel drawn right now. I'm sorry if these cards are echoing in your ears because I just kind of put them down on the table right in the mic. Okay. Teacher guide. You're learning lessons on a deep level. Remember to rest. So Catherine, this can feel like a lesson that you're learning on the earth plane, but also when you're sleeping, I think you're still working on that lesson. So you might feel like you don't get a whole lot of sleep because you're astral traveling quite a bit. And you need to remember to give yourself some rest, even though it might not look in real life like you're going on a tremendous journey. You might not be running 5 miles or whatever. You are energetically kind of depleted because you are learning. So remember to rest. You've got to just kind of release and be. And this card comes with a 27, which adds up to 9, which is completions and endings. So it feels like you are kind of trying to round out this lesson, and then you're finally able to kind of let it go and then move into a new place. By the way, I feel like there's something going on with your house or wherever you live. And there might be some things kind of shifting and changing around house for you too. So with that being said, it feels like that would be a positive thing, a shift or a change. And one other thing, Catherine, the woods, there's different terrain, like the woods, the beach, the ocean, the desert, whatever. Feels like there's something special in like the forest or the woods. So taking a trip there or living there or just being in that environment would be really helpful for you too. Okay. Our last card here, and then I'm going to pull any other last messages for everybody for our collective. Teresa Ferguson, I'm going to pull a card here for you. It's so lovely to see everybody here today. All right. Open door, say yes to new opportunities. And I love how Spirit's kind of leaving with that as far as our last individual message of say yes to new opportunities. Just say yes. Stop saying no. When you say yes, new doors open, and know that Spirit is always working in your favor to open new opportunities and new doors for you. It's just sometimes we block those opportunities because we're like, that's not good enough, or that's not what I asked for. It looks different than how I thought it was going to come in. And Spirit's like, just say yes. Try some new things. Spirit's trying to instigate a change here for you. Okay, so I'm going to ask Spirit if there are any other last messages for the collective that we need to know just for everyone who watches this video. First card here, again, angels. Your supported divine interventions at play. You can't make it up. This is our first message when I asked Spirit to begin with, what are the messages we all need to hear? You're divinely supported. And then this next card is the empath. alone time is needed. It's okay to take this time to recharge. And there's water in this card too, which really represents using water to cleanse and to cleanse your emotions. So crying, taking a bath, going to the ocean, that can all be very helpful, but just take some time to reflect. And that's reflection of who you are, where you've been, where you're going, and recharge your energy. I was just having a conversation today with my students inside of foreign intuitive languages. And in one of the exercises, we use a bowl of water to remove excess energy. And then we can actually use that water to amplify as well. And so this really speaks to me of water can help cleanse, water can help recharge. And this is your recharge time that we all need right now. All right, thanks for hanging out with me today. So great to see so many of you here. And again, the deck will be on 10% off through the 15th. And that's on Saturday. You can just go to messengerspirit.com/order and use the coupon code, because we can't refund orders if you don't use the coupon code. So you've got to make sure to use it. And it's July Save 10, but it's there on the sales page. You will see it. And I will see you all soon. Don't forget to check out our podcast episode this week. You can go to messengerspirit.com/85 to learn all the definitions of all the most common number patterns from 1111 all the way up through 999. So I've broken it down there for you. I talk about what number patterns mean and talk about some different number patterns if they're not necessarily the most common. And then we are going to be having a new episode coming out soon where Spirit is delivering what we all need to know about the first 6 months of the year and what lessons we can take from it. And then what we need to know about the next 6 months of the year so we can prepare for it. So stay tuned. Check out the podcast if you're not subscribed. It's Spiritual and Ambitious. You can listen to it with your favorite podcast player. And you can always just go to my website, messengerspirit.com, and find the latest podcast episode there. All right. I will see you all later. Bye.